Brad, I went to your domain this week.
www.elliscustomcreations.com. All right.
Yeah, that you got from GoDaddy.
Yes.
GoBigDaddy.
Yes.
No, Home Depot.
Oh, yeah.
You still going to the depot?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am. I want to see if I can guess where you went in the store by you directing me. Can we do that?
Oh, wow. What an adventure. Yeah. So I'll say, proud of myself.
Yeah.
For maybe the first time ever, it was all luck, but I went to the right aisle. I didn't have to ask anyone.
Feels good.
I looked down, I was like, dude, look how much chest hair I have.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That's what that feels like. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I went out to my Tesla and it was just like a Ford pickup.
Yeah.
Dude, how did they switch this? Yeah. I just completely changed. Okay, so I didn't know I was going to be quizzed on it though.
I know, sorry. I derailed you real quick.
So I went to I don't even know which Home Depot I went to. Hold on.
You don't know which Home Depot you went to?
Hold on. Okay, I got it. This may be tough.
Nope.
Super far down south because I was going to Elite
Baby, I've been to all of them, baby.
Okay, have you? Okay,
Yeah.
So I don't know, 139th or something down there? It's down there.
This is my Home Depot, I think.
All right, Timon.
off of
I
69?
haven't been there much, but 135th.
We talking off of
69,
69?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Down south. Matt Caffish. Yeah.
Classic Home Depot.
All right, so this goes for anyone then. This is
Okay.
Timon's Home Depot.
Okay.
I've been in it for 3 years, but
Okay, well, maybe. Wait, you want to know what aisle I went to and what I was getting? And you're going to try to guess?
I want to see if I can guess. Okay, just first of all, do you know which door you went in?
Okay.
You go in the peasant door or the contractor door?
I doubt I went in the contractor door.
You
A
go the
normal
one that has
door.
all the wood or all the, on the lumber area, or the one that has the shopping carts?
Shopping carts.
Okay.
Shopping carts. Is that peasant door?
Yeah.
It's peasant door.
That's like the everyman door.
Okay, so I want to say that door is on the left center of the building.
Correct.
And to the left, I think I see some gear.
Okay.
I can't even remember.
Okay.
All right, but I know the aisle I eventually went to, I went just slightly right and then up in the
Really?
first set of rows. I didn't go to
Okay.
the second,
Okay.
set of rows.
Okay. So I can't remember this Home Depot exactly.
Fun game.
It may be
Just slightly right.
It may be the paint section for a paintbrush or something like that. Or some Home Depots right there, they got either storage areas or plumbing supplies over in that area.
Okay, so yeah, you're right there. I'm pretty sure I had to walk past the paint, and my aisle was labeled paint, but that wasn't what I was getting.
You were getting
It was
some
labeled.
No.
Starts the same
starts
though.
with the G. Is that what you mean by starts
Yeah,
the
it
same?
starts the same. Starts the same.
You were getting
It
some
really starts the same.
glue.
Glue.
Oh,
Glue aisle.
wood glue.
Glue
Or
aisle.
Something.
Epoxy resin.
Oh, what are you epoxying?
I'm glad you asked. So I go to checkout, and they're like, "Hey, our computers are down. You got to go to the pro checkout." I don't know if
Ooh.
I'm ready for this.
Now the chest hair is really getting going. Yeah.
I don't even know what pro checkout is. Also, just aside real quick, the computers are down. My computer's never been down. How are corporate computers going down? American Airlines, our computers are down.
Seems like a big deal to have computers go down.
Fly
right
back from our honeymoon. You have to, our computers are down.
I overheard at Costco the other day. Sorry, we're on a new system. I'm like, stop.
What system is it? There's 2 options. Windows, Mac.
Yeah, Internet Explorer or Chrome.
I know it's more complicated than that, but it's just wild that it can still happen. Okay, so computers are down, so I can't self-checkout. I got to go to the pro area, and now an older gentleman is there, and he's metaphorically holding my hand as I check out with one item. And so he's like, "You find everything okay?" "Yes, I did." And he's like, "Oh, some resin. What's this for?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just pickleball related thing."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Oh, no job then?"
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I was like,
I mean,
kinda.
yeah. I'm doing all right.
I'm stuttering, because I'm like, does he know Friday? And does he know?
Yeah, sure.
What does he know? Why would you say that, dude?
Big, yeah.
Why are you saying this?
No
You're
job?
confusing me, dude.
Okay.
What does this mean? I can't believe you would treat
So
someone.
what'd you say?
I said kinda.
Kinda.
That's exactly what I said. Kinda.
I mean, kinda.
It's kind of.
Are you following this at all, Timon?
Do you like know why he asked? Yeah.
No,
'cause-
I
Okay,
don't understand
I bet
it.
most
No.
people won't. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So this is, I couldn't wait till Isaac about it. And he
Yeah.
was like, this is a new thing at Home Depot, just the past.
No, it's not, Isaac.
Okay.
But it's only like at pro desks and stuff. The
So
pro,
what is the Pro Desk?
It's like if you're like a contractor, like somebody that goes there a lot. Like if you have somebody else working for you, you can be like, hey, go to the pro desk, use my phone number, and they can like go to my account and use like my credit card on the account or something like that.
Like
or
account management.
or like, hey, I need to order, 1,000 2x4s. Go to the pro desk. Don't just go and grab 1,000 2x4s off of like the pallet kind of thing.
Either way, basically, like if you have like a project name, it's like they enter it as like the job name.
Or did you use a business credit card? Probably.
I could have.
That
Who knows?
happens a lot too with business credit. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so that was it. He was just like, oh, you're only getting one little thing. So I guess, no, we don't need to write down the name of the job.
Right.
But he said it so quickly and he was so old that I was like, well, he's confused.
No
He's
job?
confusing
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Yeah, just this. Yeah, just pickleball. No job then, huh?
Disappointment to your family, huh?
Huh, yeah. A little gay in college, huh?
Experimenting around, huh? I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground, Ghostrunners podcast. Yeah, Home Depot's a good place, man. It is like it's fun to go to those new frontiers. You know what I mean? Like, where did I go?
Timon's apartment.
Yeah.
I don't know where anything is.
I went somewhere the other day and I was like, this is I went to a tile store, like a floor and decor is what it was called, but it had just buckets of tiles, just so many different tiles. It's like, I don't know anything about this stuff. I was like, why does that cost 4 times more than that thing that looks just like it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just had a flashback. I'm pretty sure me and Catherine went to like a carpet store together like 10 years ago. I was like, whoa.
Yes.
It's on the ceiling. It's on the walls. It smells crazy in
It's
here.
a new world.
Yeah, the whole new world.
Yeah.
And we're picking out carpet for the unfinished K-Life basement. We're like, does it even matter? Does it
Just
even matter
find
why
us the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New frontier for me last night. This is kind of embarrassing. I don't know why. I was like borderline intimidated to walk in to Mr. Euros last night. You ever been into Mr. Euros?
Yeah.
So this is a Greek restaurant in Kansas City. I drive by it all the time, but credit to them. They've decorated it like it's on the Branson Strip. They've got like these Greek pillars on
Super
the
cool,
outside.
yeah.
And something about, I don't eat Greek food. I don't know much about it. They've got pillars. They've got like Greek lettering on it. It looks like the Kappa Sig house. Something about it, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do it right. Or
Dude,
like, where's even the
that's
front
hilarious.
door? Because it looks like a frat house.
This is your first time going.
I picked
Yeah.
something up for Rachel.
Right.
I don't know where the parking lot is. I've never seen it.
Yeah, the parking lot is kind of like behind it. Right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to do something wrong. I just know I'm going to walk through the contractor door.
That is a fair thought for that place. Like, because as casual as it is inside, it looks very fancy outside.
I get inside, I'm like, oh my gosh, of course. It's a rundown, crappy restaurant.
Yeah, it's like borderline, not fast food, but like you just order at the front and then they just bring it out to you.
Yeah, it's like Pizza Hut vibes on the inside. But on the outside,
Yeah.
it's intimidating.
That's so
like
funny.
Greco-Roman. Do you know what this is, Timon? Have you ever driven by it?
I don't think I've seen this before.
Yeah, well,
You would know. Like it's
it just looks
it's
so
a good
Greek.
spot though. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever Rachel got smelled good.
That's funny you were intimidated by that. I get intimidated by like AutoZone, like going in there, like, yeah, you need a new spark plug. You can just get it at AutoZone. I'm like, yeah, but I'm going to get judged at AutoZone.
I'd rather, do they have it online?
Yeah,
That way I can
right.
just take my time. I can double check it's exactly what I need. Yeah.
100%. Like,
Spark plug. Dude, who even knows what that is?
yeah,
Timon,
or like,
describe a spark plug and then I'll try.
It's like a lighter.
honestly, that's kind of what I
It's
think
pretty
too.
similar to a lighter. Yeah.
It feels like a detached, like
Think of a
phone
lighter,
charger, but just
and then
5 times
your pillar's
bigger.
there.
Like just the end of the phone charger.
There's no way that's what it is, but that's what I feel like it is.
I feel like I saw one time and they were tiny.
Really?
But I think we have a lot of them in our car. How many do you have? 12?
I don't want to brag, but I think it's 16. No, I have no idea. I had no idea.
And are they making?
I would have thought one.
Are they making sparks or stopping sparks or neither?
They're plugging them. So like,
So they're plugging. They're like, they're not making sparks.
All right, here we go. A car, fill in the blank, generally has one spark plug per
axle
passenger.
Square foot.
It knows how many people are riding in it.
per horsepower. So yeah,
A couple hundred.
yeah. There's a bunch of
You said axle,
axle.
I said square foot.
square foot. I think axle's closest per cylinder. Technically.
That's the word I was thinking of, but I couldn't think of it. Or like, does that make sense?
So we knew it was like a multiple of 4. We said 12, and we were just a little high.
Yeah, but I think there's 6-cylinder cars, so I don't know if it's a multiple of 4.
The example I gave was 4.
Oh, dang it.
No, I think 6 is right.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, spark plugs.
Spark plugs.
Who knows,
Home
dude?
Depot. So what were you were using epoxy to like glue something back together?
Yeah, it's so nitpicky pickleball. A weighted end cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about pickleball. Okay. I made this up 5 minutes ago, this idea for a segment.
Can't wait.
It's called One Letter Off.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to have 2 different words, and it's going to be a word ladder. There's going to be 5 different total words on this.
Is this separate from pickleball, or is this part of this?
This is coming back to pickleball.
Okay, I thought so.
All right. And so one letter off. So first 2 words are mowers and movers. I want to talk about 2 different things. All right. Let's talk first of all about mowers.
Oh, I see what's going on here. Okay.
See how mowers and movers, 1 letter off.
Yeah.
But you'd like to still talk about both.
And then after we talk about movers, we're going to talk about something that's 1 away from that.
Oh, I want to try to guess it.
Don't-
Spark pugs. Spark pugs.
Nope. All right. So
Bark pugs. Bark pugs.
Yes.
It's like 3 letters off. I know, guys. I know.
mowers and movers. So first off,
Yeah, we've encountered both.
Jake and I got let go.
We got broken up with.
Yeah.
We got dumped. I thought I was done with that.
Yeah. We had, a good thing going with these mowers that they would come and we had a fine thing going. Like we talked about. They would just come and mow both of our yards at the same time.
They wouldn't even get off the lawnmower. He would go from Brad's yard to my yard at about 25 miles an hour, too.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah,
It was like,
he'd hit my yard with a running start. He'd get some air.
every once in a while, I'd like pull, through Jake's street, see that his lawn is mowed, and I'm like, oh great, that means the mower's coming.
He's on his way.
So yeah, but these mowers, all of a sudden we just get an email that says, hey, FYI, effective immediately, we are not going to mow your lawn anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, are you guys going out of business? They said we're restructuring. They're doing more.
Or landscaping or something. It's too expensive to mow lawns. I'm like, you guys kept charging me more, so it seems like we could figure that out again.
Yeah, they were an interesting company. So I think you referred them to me.
Yep.
And right when they started in our house was when all the road construction was happening. So this guy would always email me like, hey man, you got a bunch of crap in your yard. It's hard to mow around. I'm like, talk to them, dude. It's not my crap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he'd come back next week. Hey, we dented a blade on some like piece of heavy metal in your yard. I'm like, I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's not my metal.
Look for the blades, I guess.
I don't know. Like there's a semi on our street. Like it's not me.
Yeah.
That's not mine either.
Yeah. Did I ever talk on the podcast about the raspberry plant with them?
When we were texting, it sounded kind of familiar, but I don't know what was said on the
sound familiar to you,
podcast or
Tom?
not.
No, not to me.
Basically, dude, that was wild. Like as far as a Midwest people pleaser, just nice guy goes, like I don't get confronted like this very often. And to be fair, I don't know. Like long story short, Catherine had bought 2 raspberry plants, like raspberry bushes at like Suburban Lawn and Garden, like a nicer place. And I'm sure she bought like the organic one or whatever. And I think they were like $20 each. And so they like trimmed off, like they mowed one over one day, kind of like the metal blades. They're just not looking for anything.
Yeah, there's
mowed one over one day. And I told the guys like, hey guys, like just FYI, like the next week they came like, please be careful with this. Don't trim, don't weed eat. That's a bush. Like we need that.
It's not a weed.
And they did it again. And so whatever. And I'm like, and so I texted this mower and I was like, hey, FYI, these things were, I think they were $20 a piece or $18, something like that a piece. And I was paying like $40 every time,
he mows the lawn.
He mows the lawn. So I was like, that kind of evens itself out. FYI, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't respond, whatever. and I think I had even like texted him like the week that the first one happened, like, hey, please don't do this. Hey, FYI, it happened again, whatever. And so then he bills me and I send him money back minus the $36, I think is what it was.
Okay, gotcha.
And he just calls me and just cusses me out, rips me, dude, just like absolutely like, he's like, you're like, I can't believe you would do this. Like, you don't just get to like decide what you pay me and like all this stuff. And to my credit, I was like super calm, super like Christian about it. Like, I was like very much just like, hey man, I understand you're frustrated. I know what it's like, whatever.
Hey, you got a business. I get it.
Yeah.
Got to treat customers right though, maybe?
But I was like, he's like, there's no way they were $18. I can get those at Home Depot for $4 each, whatever, all these different things. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, he's like, I need a receipt or I'm not, whatever. I was like, I don't have a receipt. Like, my wife doesn't keep the receipts.
Bush receipt?
Yeah. No. We're not planning on taking that back, man. So anyway, and then just recently, this guy again, like texted me, he was like, who's doing your lawn care service? Because your grass is growing too rapidly. It's hard to cut it. And I'm like, you're the one that's in charge of just cutting it. Don't worry about like, he's like, basically like your lawn is too good.
Yeah.
I was like, my lawn is beautiful, man.
Who's
got
raising your
luscious lawns.
kids? They're too respectful.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What are you doing to that hair? It's growing too beautifully. It's like, I don't know, man. Just
Don't worry about it. Cut the grass.
cut it down. That's all you got to do. And then all of a sudden next week, you're out, gone.
Yeah, you got nervous. You texted me and said, hey, did you get an email? I think I made him mad. I'm like, no, I got it too.
I was like, oh, geez. Yeah, is it just me? Is Jake's lawn all right? But
yeah, he's an interesting guy, but oh well. Did you find a replacement?
not yet. Have you?
Found one yesterday.
Zach?
Oliver.
Oh.
Nice.
At least I think I'm texting Oliver. Something tells me that Zach's messing with me. I got Oliver's number from Zach and...
Oh, yeah. Doesn't Oliver's brother have a business?
Yes, but Oliver also mows.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
he mows.
Oh, he mows all right.
Yeah, I think Jesse's with him mowing right now.
Whoa, I might need to text Oliver. When's he coming for you? Do you know?
He said, hey, when's a good day?
Oh, good.
I'm good on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Okay. We're trying to do something for Memorial Day again this year. So I need to cut it by then. So probably should text him now. He's got Android though. So I don't know if I need to text him.
Yeah, that's what
worth
I'm
it?
saying. That's why I was like, Zach's messing with I don't know who I'm texting right now.
It's like a bot.
This guy's not real.
Zach set up like a Google phone and just texted me from someone else. Anyway, so Oliver's going to come over, I think.
Fun.
I'll give you his number.
Okay.
So that was Mowers.
That was mowers. Yeah. So I did go to Facebook Marketplace the other day and was like, just looked up a few mowers and just asked him like, hey, would you, mow my lawn? And there was one guy, this is classic, like, don't do business this way. This guy like was like, I could do it on Friday evening. Does that work? And I didn't respond like within 5 minutes. And he just responds again with like 7 question marks. I'm done with you, bro.
Why do people
I'm out.
behave that way?
And then he goes, hey, I need to figure this out. So I have a plan. And like, 30 minutes later, and I just didn't respond again. He goes, I guess not. And I'm like,
You would guess correctly.
if there was and I don't think I would have had any, like, I didn't vet this guy at all. I was like, how hard is it to mow my lawn? Like,
Yeah, I don't need cream of the crop here.
like, just do your thing, man. But that's all it took for me to be like, I don't want you
Absolutely
here.
not.
No, thank you. And I said yes to some other guy. I think it was like, I'm going to like reach out to somebody else. Like, anyway, or Oliver. So anyway.
No, I'm with you. That stuff is like so weirdly annoying. It's like, you don't get to treat me that way. I'm a potential customer.
Yeah, just
You be kissing my feet.
yeah. Take a sec. Let me like take a breath here. Like, yeah, I can come Friday evening. Does that work? Does that work?
Can out.
Huh? What? What did you say? Oh, guess not. It's like, okay. Anyway.
I asked ChatGPT to give me some openers to hook people in as we talk about Good Ranchers. This episode is brought to you by meat, not the concept, an actual company. Because apparently, not everyone's dream is to go vegan. Thoughts? Oh, Michael Scott will try a few. Today's sponsor is the only reason I still talk to my grill, brackets, brand name. Oh. Sorry, I was supposed to say brand name.
Brand name.
Brand name of the
name.
grill.
No, we don't.
Purveyors of meat so good, your vegetarian friend might just call it interesting. They're really on the vegan vegetarian thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This podcast is sponsored by Good Ranchers. The only thing that's ever made me say, wow, this cow gave its best effort. You like that one?
I like that one.
All right, found a winner. All right. So So now let's do it from the top. Timon, you deliver it. This podcast is sponsored by Good Ranchers. The only thing that's ever made me say, wow, this cow gave its best effort.
Okay, wait. Did you get that?
Now that we found it.
Okay, in between say and wow, I'm going to do a moo noise.
Okay. The only thing that's ever made me say, moo noise.
Great.
Wow, this cow gave its best effort.
Great.
And then we'll go into the ad from there.
Brandon.
All right.
Okay.
Action.
This podcast is brought to you by Good Ranchers, the only meat that's ever made me say,
Moo.
wow, this cow really put in its best effort.
Hooked yet?
We're going. Let's go, Johnny.
So that's the whole ad.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's,
GoodRanchers.com, American Meat Delivered.
come on,
No.
guys, be serious.
Hey, Good Ranchers sells meat. They sell chicken, pork, tenderloins, steaks.
Wild caught salmon, seed oil free chicken nuggets. Don't tell your vegan friend.
And it's all tariff proof because it's all right here in America.
Yep, you're supporting American farmers. It's also just like it's clean. They're clean ingredients. You're getting just the chicken. You're getting just the beef. There's no antibiotics, no hormones. So it's a great company to support. It's great for your own body. And maybe the biggest benefit is with the promo code GRKC, you get a free additional box of meat for free for the next month, and then also the rest of them until you die.
Yes, all the months.
Yeah, so for life, you get an extra box of meat every single month. So take advantage now.
That's, Wagyu burgers we're talking.
Yeah, you
Free
can
Wagyu
have
burgers.
those.
Free hot dogs, bacon, chicken wings, whatever you want. I'm grilling out some chicken wings for Memorial Day. It's going to be awesome.
There you go. You pay for the wings, you get the Wagyu beef for free.
Wagyu beef for free.
Bada
So,
bing, bada boom.
it's GoodRanchers.com. It's American Meat Delivered. Use our promo code GRKC. So that was Mowers. Now we go to Movers. Jake and I are friends of Glide. Glide was moving, so we helped him move,
We were the movers.
which was fine. Took longer than anticipated, always does, but easy. We're
a nice
we're
day
strong.
out.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day for moving. And Glide just recently got a job at Tesla.
Yep.
And for the move, like every mover does that works at Tesla, he rents out the dealership's Cybertruck.
And not just any Cybertruck, like the fastest, craziest model. They call it Cyber Beast.
It was awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
So yeah, Isaac and I get there first, and Glide's like, "You want to drive it around?" We're like, "Sure." I was a little weirdly talk about being nervous about going into Mr. Euros. I was a little nervous to drive with the what they call it, the regenerative braking thing.
Dude, my first time driving it was once we had it loaded up. I was like, I know I drive these things all the time,
yeah.
but still, should my first time in the Cybertruck be with the mattresses
Yeah, you
and
don't
the
drive
belongings?
trucks like that, like with stuff in it.
I don't know. It was fine.
But yeah, but Isaac went out first and took it pretty fast down this little side road in Kansas City, Kansas. And then they're like, "All right, Big Daddy, your turn." And I was like, "Well, if Isaac's gonna punch it, I'm gonna punch it twice as hard." And
Isn't it crazy?
it was nuts, dude.
I mean, I haven't felt that sensation in my car, in a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like International Space Station type training. I
Yeah.
feel like what we did.
It's impossible to do it, especially if you're in the passenger seat, but it's impossible to drive like that and not just laugh. That's just the first reaction you have is just like, oh.
Dude, Daniel Tosh has a bet. He's like, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy a jet ski. He's
Yeah.
like, you can't frown on a jet
That's
ski.
right.
He's like, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's it was awesome. And I eventually I went so fast that the governor turned on or whatever. I was I think I was going 90 down this road. It was just
Wow.
it was just straight away in
It's like
the
a
country.
plasma pistol. It's like it's got to cool
Yeah, it's
down
gotta
a little
cool
bit.
off a little bit. It was so fun and so fast. So whatever. I didn't
turn
make
the
me
wheel?
want one, but it was I would drive one of these once a year. I'm good with that.
I had fun on Tuesday,
Yeah.
but it feels like if this was mine, no problem if that is your car out there, but I would feel I'm self-conscious already just owning a Tesla. I'm
Right.
I'm not a car guy. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
I didn't say it on this podcast for 2 years.
Yes.
I get embarrassed by those things. Cybertruck would crush me.
You are absolutely asking to be talked to if you have a Cybertruck.
And I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk. I don't have a job.
And you're getting stereotyped. I stereotype everyone that has a Cybertruck, I think, in some way. That guy likes tech, or that guy is, that guy must be super rich. If
That
he's
guy
got
was
this
an
thing.
only child.
That guy's asking for something.
He's recouping attention.
So,
But
anyway,
it's a cool little deal. I mean, you turn the wheel and all 4 tires turn, which is pretty noticeable when you're turning. Crazy sharp turns. The one thing I didn't like, no blinker. No, it has a blinker, but no physical stalk to
It was
move. It's
a
a
push
button
button?
on the steering wheel. That'll take a while. What'd you think of the one pedal driving?
I think I would get used to it really easily.
Yeah, it takes like a day.
There's
but it
like
is weird.
that's how golf carts are, and so they can be that way, like the electric
Yeah.
ones. I never like. There was one time I was like, it's not stopping as fast as I wanted to. Like I was like, I think, and so finally I just put my foot on the brakes. I was like, I don't want to go out the intersection like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't as scary as it sounds like it was gonna be.
Yeah, you figured it out pretty quickly. It was
so-
fun. But yeah, we had a good crew there. Isaac was there. Peter was the one a couple days before who was like, hey, let's do 9 a.m. He showed up about 11:15.
Yeah, after we had moved like one whole
we
trip.
got an entire load. We were
Like, thanks,
joking.
man.
Peter's like, I could do 7 a.m. You guys do 7. I'll be there at noon.
Dude, there was one point where all of us were in the living room except for you and Peter were upstairs, like right above us. And it sounded like the roof caved in. Like, I was like, what did they drop up there? And like Glide has this 80-inch TV in his room, some huge TV. And it sounded like, holy crap, they just, like the TV dropped on them.
The funniest part was truly each person in the house asked me about it individually. Everyone was like, are you okay? I mean, even like, they're like kids. Like Ember came up, was like, did you drop the TV? It's like, no, we didn't drop the TV. And then like 30 minutes later, then his other friend Brad's like, what happened to that room?
Yeah,
and I was
dude.
like, everyone's getting their turn. Like, I gotta know what that
It like
noise is.
shook the ceiling. I was like, what in the world? It was like one of those times like, you know, like if a kid falls down and then you just like wait for like 5 seconds to see if they're going to cry. It was one of those times where it was like, it was so loud and we just waited like, what are they going to say?
Wait for them to apologize.
Yeah, like no one said anything for like 5 seconds waiting like, oh man, is somebody hurt? Is somebody like, are they going to yell like, oh boy.
It was like an old school metal bed frame that was like just jammed together. And so we had a very interesting technique, which worked, involved the feet, and we got it working. So that was funny. I think you were still there. It was like we were done moving. We're in Glide's like nice, like beautiful, like Lenexa neighborhood. He's in like a colonial kind of style house. A lot of the houses, I mean, just like look really cool there.
Yeah.
Great neighborhood. This guy pulls up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you were there. Yeah. At first, so it was a Chiefs hat, Kansas City Chiefs hat, but I thought it was a MAGA hat at first. I was like, dude, who is this neighbor? This is great. This is like Glide's first impression. Anyway, this guy rolls up and I was like, oh, you know, new homeowner? God's like, yeah, we're like moving in this week. So excited. He's like, you know, crime's gone up in this neighborhood.
Which is like, what?
Guy's like, okay,
Why would
dude,
you say it? Like,
you know, I'm moving in now.
Yeah.
Why say that? Even if it is true, which I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Neighborhood looked amazing. Well, you know, crime's gone up.
I know. I saw him again last night. I told him, I was like, crime's probably gone up from like 0.5 crimes a year to 0.75 crimes a year, dude. Like,
Technically, yeah, no.
like there's no way, you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. And he was just like, yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
Just a good boomer encounter.
Classic
You know?
welcome to the neighborhood. Yeah.
You know, I was the second homeowner in this neighborhood. You know,
Crime's
shag
gone up.
carpet.
Yeah.
Down payment was $400, but
Hope you guys can afford, whatever. You just
Dude,
don't work hard enough.
I had a great boomer. I know this isn't one letter off. Great boomer interaction last night. Like truly so wholesome. I got done playing pickleball and I was like, hey, it's sunset. While I'm here, let me shoot some like Memorial Day ads for like the paddles. And so I got a lot of them like laid out off to the side of the courts. Like I'm in the park of Meadowbrook. And a guy rolls up, what do you think of those paddles? And so we're just talking, and then eventually he learns I'm part of the team. He thinks it's so cool. And then, well, question for you. How often would you say you disappoint boomers by not having a business card?
Oh, yeah. Like,
About twice a month for me.
I don't know if I ever feel like I've disappointed them, but they do love to ask for a business card.
Oh,
and
they're disappointed.
Yeah, maybe so. I never carry that guilt, but
No card.
oh yeah, like you have a business card or something? I was like, I don't, but I have a website. That's what I always tell people.
Yeah.
I have a website, I have an Instagram. Like that's what normal people do these days. Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, even it's implied that inside they're like, this guy doesn't know a darn thing about how business is done.
Yeah, do you have a business card in your athletic shorts right now?
Yeah.
Just carrying around in there?
I bought my first house with a business card and a handshake.
Right.
No problem. Anyway, so this was so wholesome. So instead, he created his own business card for me, kind of. He pulls out his phone. He creates a note. He's like, what's your name? I go, Jake Triplett. He's like, thanks. No phone number,
That's
no
it.
email, anything. Just put down my
He's
my
just going to
name.
look up Jake Triplett pickleball. He'll find you probably.
I think he wrote down Friday,
Okay.
but still, there was no contact info. He's being
great.
respectful.
Yeah.
Just my name. My name is just forever in Brian's phone. I love it.
That's 100% what my dad did. My dad, like, you'll see, like, he has a note, like a literal, like, notepad where he's like, people, especially when he worked at the community college, he'd like be like, Brad, I met a guy that went to Lake the South the other day.
He's like going through.
Do you remember Noah? I was like, Noah. You know, he says,
He's like, well, that's not it.
Noah Johnson.
Glasses. I wrote down glasses.
He said he played football with you on JV.
Right-handed, but left-footed.
Yeah. His wife. Yeah. Whatever. He said his mom, only has 3 toes on her left foot. You know that one?
Gluten intolerance.
Yeah. All that.
Kinda.
So yeah, he loved like bring it like, yeah, this girl, he'll write that stuff. Like I'll be like, I've been reading a really good book. He's like, oh, somebody else was talking about that book. You know, have you heard of John Mark Comer? I was like, yes, I have, Dad. You know, he like looks it up.
He's got it in his list.
So I love. Or I'll be like, I've watched this great show. He's like, what's it called? He like writes it down.
Got him a note.
So
that is a fun habit to have. I would not ever do it with pen and paper. That way I can actually like index it and search it. But that would be fun just to write down like any kind of like suggestion you ever get. Any just like,
dude, yeah.
It's like you're starting the internet again. That's how you should treat your whole life. It's like anytime you hear anything, it's like, I'm going to write that down.
Right. There was I had this app for a while. It was one of those paid $1 for it. I was like, why'd I pay $1?
Oh man.
I could have made this app myself probably. But it was literally like just a quick note. Like you just pressed like, I mean, it was kind of like a note basically, but it was just this own app for it. But you would just put whatever you wanted in there and you'd press done and it would just automatically email it to you. So like, let's say.
What's the point of that?
I know. I don't know. I think it's just like you could index or search them quicker or something. Like somebody's like, hey, this is a really good book. It's like, all right, cool. Boom, 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 boom.
Good book.
Done.
The Giver.
The Giver.
Email.
Friendle. Yeah. Email it to yourself. And then it's like, I don't know, you're reminded of it later or something. I didn't use it very much. Will Severance told me to buy it and I listened to him. Classic Will. Will's always trying to get me to do stuff.
It just seems, me personally, I'm like, well, now I got it in 2 places. I don't need it in 2 places.
No, you don't have it in the app anymore. The app is, it's
Snapchat.
Yeah, it's just like it sends it off to your email.
Wow.
But I'm like, I could probably like create a shortcut on an email that would just do the exact same thing to me.
And I think we've talked about this. Gmail search, not as good as I want it to be. iMessage search, not that great.
iMessage search. We should rank like the worst searches.
Yeah.
Gmail search is fine.
But sometimes it gives you stuff. It does it like keyword based rather than it's like, here's what I think you want at the top rather than like, this was in an email yesterday. Put that one at the top. Come on.
How famous do we have to get before we can like lobby our fans to get Google Inbox back? There was this awesome.
Oh man.
I've heard tales.
You don't understand, Timon. It was like the Garden of Eden for inboxes.
I like can still kind of vaguely remember like discovering it. Like I was reading like a tech article and it was like one of the co-founders of like Facebook went on to start this and now he's at Google and he just created this beautifully designed UI masterpiece, Google Inbox. I tell Brad about it and man, we were the only 2 using it, but we love it.
Oh yeah. And these days, like people eat that stuff because it's AI. I mean, it was AI before AI was like a buzzword, but it was like AI, like putting your stuff in the right categories for you.
Intelligent.
Knowing what you wanted to see first, like based off of your activity on Google. And now Gmail is just this notepad looking
hodgepodge
piece of garbage.
Google Inbox, a dedicated app for managing emails, has been discontinued March 2019.
Man, that was a good time though until that happened. So,
that's funny. That was 2 months before we started the podcast. We needed something. We filled that void
maybe
with the podcast.
So. Yeah, we missed it. So,
Inbox offered features like snoozing emails, grouping similar emails together, reminders. I know you're like, my email does that. Not like this.
Not like exactly. It's like no, Gmail can do all that same stuff, dude. Trust me. It's like no.
Yeah,
you don't get it. Trust me.
It scanned incoming emails for information, organized them into bundles. It did bundled and saved before that was a thing.
Sometimes it'd be like, you book a flight to Pensacola, and it'd be like your flight to Pensacola, and it'd have a picture of Pensacola on there.
That was a nice touch.
That was great. Mm-hmm. Made it bigger for you. Anyway, all right. Mowers, movers. Next one up, lovers. I don't know. I'm reaching for this one a little bit. But Catherine and the kids were gone to Texas. They came back And it was sweet reunion. I missed him so much. So it was just a fun time to have him back.
How long did you say they were gone?
They were gone Thursday through Tuesday. So not crazy long, but long enough to be like, all right,
that's good.
Yeah. Honestly, it was just like, I'm ready for you to be home. I missed you so much, whatever. So
do you have all the kids now?
no, we have the same amount of kids, but different set. Sloan Dog Millionaires in town, cousin Sloan, and Bo is back in Texas.
Bo's back.
He's still there for we're picking him up on Saturday. So one very, very last bullet point will be Bo related. So I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, he's getting some special time with Honey and Pops down there.
He's going to miss baseball? He's going to be sad to miss it?
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he missed his last 2 games because of Texas. And it's all right. We'll get him back. So, all right. So Lovers, that was kind of like a, segue into the next one, which is Levers. All right. And I'm going, and I don't even know if this is also a stretch, but levers in the sense of like the way, aren't our bodies levers in a way?
Fulcrum?
Only? We got any levers in there?
I know that's a word. I know fulcrum's a word.
I will say this. I went and hung out with Isaac yesterday. He had to drop his truck off at the mechanic. And so I picked him up. We went to Lifetime, played pickleball, which I'll get to in the next one. So don't ask.
How's it going to be one letter off?
Oh, come on, Jake.
Oh, duh.
Jake. Oh, Jake. Duh. Oh, Jake. Levers. So we played pickleball for a while. And then he whooped me at pickleball, of course. And so. What? How did he do that? I don't know about it, man. First game, close. 9-11.
You guys just play singles?
No, of course not. Well, how do you think we played? Yes, we played singles, but...
Skinny singles.
But...
He had the whole court, you had half.
Correct.
Okay.
It was a pretty close game the first time, and then I kind of lost it. So, anyway, so then I was like, all right, I got to whoop you at something. So then we played basketball, horse, of course, not one-on-one. And I beat him a few times. And then these 2 guys came up, 2 pretty athletic looking black dudes, like, hey, you guys want to go 2-on-2?
Oh boy.
One of the guys was a big black dude though. So big as in he played football at KU. So I was like, all right,
whoa,
we know who we're matching up against here, Isaac. You take this guy, I'll take that guy. They beat us the first game, 2-on-2. And then Isaac pulled out a lever, AKA his legs. This is where out of nowhere, 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, we're playing, Lifetime 2-on-2. Isaac just throws down a dunk on this dude.
On the dude?
Yes. 2-on, like it was like, we're kind of just casually pass the ball, check the ball, pass the ball, shoot a 3, whatever. And then all of a sudden, Isaac just drives to the hoop and just throws one down on this dude.
Wow.
And the guy goes, oh, so it's like that, huh? Okay.
I go, crap.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
We end up boat racing him 2 games in a row. It was awesome.
I love the term boat racing.
So I texted Isaac. I was like, hey, just today, I was like, just randomly thinking about you throwing down a dunk on a guy at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Like just casually playing basketball. And all of a sudden, Isaac's like, hey, I'm going to dunk real quick.
Kicking into gear real quick. It's funny. So we played a pickleball tournament Saturday, but on Thursday or Friday, he texted me. He was like, hey, man, I just messed up my hand really badly. I don't know if I can play Saturday. I was like, dang, keep me posted. What happened? He's like, didn't want you to ask that. I was just in the gym by myself and tried to dunk and just jammed my fingers on the rim somehow. He's like, it really, really hurts.
That does hurt. Yeah, if you're throwing down.
I can imagine. I've never had that problem, but it sounds like it would hurt.
You never had a 10-foot, goal problem?
Not 10 foot. Maybe if the goal is next to the trampoline.
Yeah, 8.5.
Jam my head on it.
So then Levers
That's goes. You guys did that.
Yeah, it was really fun. Levers goes to Fevers.
Fevers.
Yes. And so I got to play with the Fever yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was sweet.
Oh, cool.
It was noticeably better.
Yeah, it's nice.
Not that I was ever thinking other Friday paddles aren't good, but this one sometimes I barely touched it and it was back line.
It's nice.
Yeah, it was great.
It's great.
Yeah. Also, I had a fever for 2 days while Catherine was gone.
I wrote that down in my notes to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, we should get into that.
Just a bummer.
I think it's so funny. But yeah, fever, it's been a crazy week. We can talk about this later too, but yesterday when recording this was the Nate Bargatze announcement.
Yeah.
And then, Thursday, which was kind of fun last week, getting to record the podcast while the fever is coming out. Because Thursday ended up being crazier than Friday. Just so interesting. The pre-launch.
Oh, interesting.
Was twice as big. Maybe Isaac already told you that. As Friday was.
Nah. People were just ready to go.
Yeah,
the
it was
people
crazy.
that were into it were into it.
Yeah, Thursday, which only 5,000 people had access to it, but that was bigger than Black Friday last year. It was like our biggest sales day as a company, like kind of by a legitimate margin.
Wow. So you're saying like, yeah, even though only so many people had the access to it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So Scott was right.
Yeah. He still needed, I think for Scott's guess to be correct, we needed to do about 400,000 just on Sunday alone.
Okay.
That was like the inside joke.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, if we really kick it up a notch, Scott's going to be right on the money. But no, yeah, Thursday, it just, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it was crazy too that like 5,400 people on Texas on Thursday can do more than the whole world, than 7 billion on Friday, but they were just, really engaged customer base Thursday.
It's a deep, not wide kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, you don't have to have, millions of people seeing your stuff in order to make it successful.
So it's been really fun. I typed up, I started to type out this Facebook post on Sunday. It was going to be about the Fever launch and just like update whatever my Facebook friends. And then one thing led to another. I was like, well, they don't really know about Friday. I don't really post on Facebook. And I was like, actually, they don't really know about how Friday came. And then next thing you know, I've written the whole chapter of a book and just so many words. I don't know what got into me, but fun little Facebook post. And since then, I feel like people are coming out of the woodwork. Like
Really?
people trying to get in while the getting's good. I feel like people are like, dude, I'd work for Friday.
Yeah.
I'd take equity. Not that exactly, but people like a very like prominent YouTuber reached out. I was like,
I heard about that.
I'll invest. I was like, great. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Other people like want to work with us. It's
No,
just
thank you.
like,
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Nothing.
Yeah. Never mind.
But
It's a very, very subtle hint. Did you get it?
yeah, that's funny now. But yeah, Fever launch has been great. I'm glad you like the paddle. People love it. Right now, a lot of good reviews still. So.
Go buy it. All right. And then very last one, one letter off is the other ones were like definitely not a stretch. This one's a stretch. Okay. Beaver, Bever. But in reality, or Beavers, I suppose. I'm going to send you guys a text of this. So, Catherine's older brother, Brooks, who's been the chef, just recently inherited a business where he like does pest control. Like,
okay.
He bought this business from this guy.
Can I click on these pictures yet?
Just wait for a second, but
okay.
You can in a second. Pest control for like commercial, like golf courses and stuff like that have.
I think you talked about this because he just like went out while you were last year in Texas.
It has the beavers.
Yes.
And so Brooks was like, hey, what about if Bo just like does a ride along for a day? And so look at these pictures. It's just
Beaver
like
along.
It's like Bo like going with Uncle Brooks.
Dude, I already just loved the before picture.
Amazing.
I haven't gotten anything, but like here's where we are. Here's us before.
I was like, take all the like send everything. Like
I didn't even notice Brooks perfectly in the background with the cowboy. He's got his beaver catching hat on. Dude, this is a great photo. Bo's like funny, like just soft smile. The rubber boots.
Yeah, his shorts are on a little crooked. Like
this is a great first picture. I haven't even clicked on the other ones. Oh yeah, he's posing there with. Oh yeah, this is great.
He's got the beaver. He's got his little work gloves on. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Bo's got himself a new smile too. I feel like
he's got a little soft smile or whatever. He's got that mom cut my haircut going on.
Yeah, he does.
It looks a little Amish.
Dude, Bo is like the size of these beavers, basically.
Yeah, isn't that amazing, dude? Like,
dude, that beaver tail's kind of nuts, huh?
Yeah,
that's what they
see
slapped
why
down.
Buc-ee's were throwing down on some beaver tail.
That's kind of what they slapped down the mud with, right?
Dude, beavers, yeah. We got all these books about beavers now. They're amphibious, and so yeah, they do some crazy things, man.
That last picture, is that them like releasing it back?
I think so.
Catch and release, baby. Teach them the way.
Humanely, get them, like drive them out far away and release them out to the waters, I suppose. But
yeah, if it was Sam Henniger, he would have drove out and then ran over him.
Still one of the best stories ever. So anyway, Bowie's just having the time of his life down there. Like as they were leaving, apparently, he said a prayer. Like Bo said a prayer the night before for everybody, and he always Bo's prayer. Rosie's always hee hee ho. Hee hee ho. Bo's prayer is always individual for every single person at the table. He just goes around. He's like, I pray, please watch over Jake and Timon and Brad and Mom and Dad and and he's like, please help them all as they're traveling home tomorrow, except for me because I'm not traveling home. Like, and as they're leaving, like the night before, Catherine's packing all their bags and Bo's like, you don't have to pack my bag because I get to stay.
I am not traveling. I wasn't in the prayer.
Yeah, it was really sweet. So he's having the time of his life, I think.
That's great. So is he just like hanging with Brooks most days, or I guess Catherine's parents?
Yeah, Catherine's parents. Yeah, because Brooks got his own place now. So anyway, yeah, he's just chilling, man.
I love that Brooks took him for a ride along.
Oh, I know.
You never think animal control ride along.
He's gonna remember that for the rest of his life, though. Like, remember when we caught those beavers?
Man, I love that first picture.
Oh, it's amazing.
Backpack.
It's like first day of school.
First day of Beaver school.
Your cool uncle picking you up. Yeah. This big old, Texas truck. Just beautiful. So
ChatGPT is back, this time to talk about Main Street Roasters. I said, all right, let me have it again. I need an opening sentence.
give it to us, Chatty.
This episode is sponsored by Main Street Roasters. The only reason I haven't texted my ex or joined a pyramid scheme this morning.
I shouldn't have laughed. Sorry. Cheap laugh.
I don't really understand. Before I had my Main Street Roasters coffee today, I tried to brush my teeth with deodorant. Let's just say caffeine saves lives. What is happening?
You've never? Oh, that's totally relatable to me.
Is it an addiction? Is it a morning ritual? Is it both? Either way, Main Street Roasters is my personality now. Dude, what 10-year-old girl wrote these? This is awful.
Hey,
Sorry.
It
Hattie's almost that age.
could have been a 10-year-old boy. We don't know.
This ad is for Main Street Roasters Coffee, also known as, and I'm not making this up, Mommy's Little Don't Talk to Me Until I've Had It juice. That one. Who wrote that one?
Put that one on a t-shirt.
That one's crazy. Mommy's Little Don't Talk to Me Until I've Had It juice. That one's fire.
Yeah.
Just when I totally redeemed yourself, ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's the one.
And that's kind of just Chatty in a nutshell.
Yeah.
90% will be terrible, and you'll find one. You're like, oh, that's great.
Chatty, you nailed it.
Good job, Chatty.
Good job, Chatty.
Anyway, so this shout out to Mommy's Little
Can't have it.
Mommy's Little Juice. I don't know what it's called.
Mommy's Little can't have it juice.
Can't have it. Don't talk to me until you can't have it.
Yeah.
We're talking about Main Street Roasters.
Hoo-wee. It's all good.
Yeah,
Oh, so good.
and maybe you like coffee with a little cream on it. Maybe you like almond milk. Or maybe you like to brew it in a Keurig.
I don't know.
I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't know what part of the process we were on.
I don't know.
Drip, 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 drip. Either way, you take it. Main Street Roasters is here to provide the coffee itself for you. And the mugs, I guess, too. And hey, maybe some merch. Mommy's Little Had It juice. Or why I can't get that right. No. Mommy's Had Enough juice. It's great coffee, and you get 10% off, and you're supporting a small business right here in the Midwest. So go to mainstreetroaster.com and use promo code GRKC to get 10% off.
That's right.
Timon,
Yes.
when's the last time you got a tetanus shot?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's happened before.
Good.
But I think
You're
when I was a young lad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have like a distinct memory, but I think I've gotten it before.
Okay.
Yeah. You?
I'm good. Brad?
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, had a little scare. Been learned about tetanus this week.
Yeah, let me ask you this. So, Timon, do you know, why do you get a tetanus?
I think what I recall is one time my mom stepped on a nail, maybe potentially rusty nail.
Yeah.
And went and got a tetanus shot or something.
She's fine.
And you
Everybody-
take the shot so that you don't get what?
I'm guessing I really don't know. I'm guessing some kind of infection or some kind of rust-made sickness.
Rust belt.
Yep.
That's the Rust Belt. That's why they call it that. Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas. That's Dust Bowl, right? No, Rust Belt.
Yeah. So I stepped on a nail and it was rusty. I think I should have examined the nail more, but I'm like, there's no way it wasn't rusty.
Before you
It's
stepped on
outside.
it, you're like, oh, I should have checked before.
Dang it! I
I
was a
this nail
rusty
was
one.
clean when I stepped on it.
I was doing the,
didn't know it was
party
rusty.
trick, and yeah, dang it. I stepped on it through my shoe. It bled out on my foot. And Catherine's like, well, as long as it's bleeding, you're good.
What is that rule?
I don't buy that.
What is that? As long as it's bleeding, you're good?
What?
She's like, that means it's getting it out. And I was like,
This is how people used to think in the 18th century. This is how George Washington died.
Catherine does that a lot.
Oh, you have the flu? Get the blood out. That's what they did. That's how he died.
So, okay, here's what I've learned about tetanus. So, yeah, it's an infection based off like dirt, like nasty ground or whatever, like that then gets into your body and then like runs through you and whatever. But like the scare is like how deep the nail goes into your foot or wherever. Like once it gets past certain, you have all the layers of, you have your skin and then eventually you get to your tendon or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not scientific, but
I know there is
or muscle or whatever it is.
Epidermis, and then the other layers.
Epidermis is skin?
Epidermis is the outer.
Okay.
Or it's one of them.
Derm.
I guarantee you epidermis is one of them.
I've heard that word.
Yeah. I'm glad I stopped you to say that.
Well, I know that, yeah. So let's say it gets like the third level down there. That's when it's like
Superdermis.
We got a problem here. Yeah.
I see.
And so I didn't think it got that deep, so I wasn't truly that worried. But Catherine's like, well, it's bleeding. That means it's not a big deal. I was like, so you're telling me that if it goes 4 layers deep, we're not bleeding at all when it comes out? I was like, there's no way. It's going to bleed even more.
Because the first layer, blood. Second layer, something else. It's just like, they're all going to happen.
I think. Anyway,
maybe the rust will plug the blood.
It immediately like coagulates and oxides.
Yeah.
What's it called when water gets oxidizes?
That sounded good.
Yeah,
Oxidizes. Like close to what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah. If it was multiple choice.
We got it. No problem. So yeah.
I looked it up. ChatGPT says, unfortunately, bleeding doesn't mean you're in the clear.
But it sounds like, oh no, I guess ChatGPT. So I was going to say, it sounds like people have asked that question.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't buy that. I was like, that doesn't make sense to me. But then I asked one of my doctor friends and he said, which is crazy. He's like,
I think this is the craziest thing.
He's like, technically, if you were my patient, I would say you should get a shot. He's like, but those things are going to last. Like if you've ever had a tetanus shot in your life, it's still in your body. You're
good. It's a lifetime supply.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's like, if you're 80 years old, if it's still a lifetime supply, but like,
well, if you bleed,
he's fine. Like in your 30s, like you're fine. And like, they've even like, I think I probably got one before I went. I know I've had one kind of recently, like either in high school or college or whatever, when I went on a mission trip. And so I'm like, it's not that long ago, but
yeah, it's maybe 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 20
He's like, you're fine. Like that stuff stays in. And people, so then I asked I texted him with like a group chat of all of my friends. And so all my other friends are like, what in the heck are in these shots?
Yeah. What do they put in there if it's like a 90-year vaccine?
Yeah. So anyway, but I had a fever. And like I had all these other like symptoms of tetanus. And so I'm like, I'm going to go get a tetanus shot. And
I do appreciate the solidarity as a friend to get a fever on like fever release weekend.
Thank you.
No one else in the company did. You're the only one.
That's what I'm saying. I felt it more than everybody else. I was worried for you guys. And I learned the word febrile. That just means you have a fever, I guess.
It's epidermis, febrile,
yeah.
superdermis.
So I went to go get the shot, even after Catherine was like, don't do it. My friend's like, don't do it. I was like, well, I'm still having these symptoms. I'm getting it. And the guy's like, well, you're still febrile, so you can't get it. He's like,
no, I'm not.
I was like, oh, no, I just meant like I was fine. Like I was hurting. I was feverish yesterday. I'm like freezing and like sweating at the same time.
I don't have febrile.
At Walgreens. Anyway, didn't end up getting it. Feel just fine now.
Well, what if I told you need to go to urgent care or call your doctor if the nail, this is great, the nail was especially dirty or old?
Yeah.
Did it look, I'm sure it looked dirty and old, but did it kind of cross the line?
Were you like, whoa, when you saw it? Like, woo, that's pretty dirty.
Whoa, that's like NC-17. I have regrets every day about how I did not examine that nail
Didn't
very well.
inspect it.
No.
We can assume maybe it was especially dirty though. There's other bullet points. Go to urgent care, call your doctor if the wound is deep or still bleeding.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bleeding?
No. It was it was a dime size thing of blood on my sock. I felt like Kurt Schilling.
Speaking of dime sized blood, Rachel and I turned on Dexter last night.
Okay.
What's the big deal with Dexter?
Really?
Yeah, this is like, a show that ran for like 8 years.
Oh yeah,
people love it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of things. I'm like, really? This is your pinnacle of entertainment?
Yeah. What other examples?
Let's see. I mean, Severance
The
to an extent.
Okay.
I mean, Severance was good, but I don't know, like yeah, the whole Hinduism. What a racket. Severance even. Like, it was like, this is good, but not unbelievable. Like, some people acted like it was like Will Severance. Once again, Will Severance maybe just has bad taste.
What would you put in your like pinnacle recently of like media you've consumed?
That I love?
Yeah, that you're like, this is top notch.
Top notch. Okay, this is out of nowhere. I really like, well, first of all,
Super Bowl.
The Last Dance. How recent is it? Yeah. Like,
That's fine. Yeah.
Like I've watched The Last Dance multiple times. So good. All I can think of is documentaries, but another documentary I was really enthralled by was the Woodstock 99 documentary.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
I watched that multiple times, I think.
It's hard to kind of recall everything you've watched in the streaming era in the last 5 years.
I don't know if this is, this is another thing that was a friend of mine because I just watched it this past weekend, but The Town, you ever seen that movie?
I've heard people talk about it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good and pretty intense. And
you want to talk to my dad?
Yeah. Me? Pearson? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You answered.
Steve Triplett, Brad Ellis.
Hey, Mr. Ellis, what's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're recording the podcast right now, so don't say anything. You're not.
Sorry. I love getting surprised by your voice, though.
Yeah.
Made my day.
Have you ever had tetanus before, or stepped on a rusty nail?
Have I had catnip?
Catnip.
You know what you said?
No, tetanus, like or hey, either one. Answer either question. It's like tetanus, like you step on a rusty nail or something.
Oh, it's the same as catnip.
Yeah.
It's hard to get rid of. I've never had tetanus, I don't think.
Okay.
Why, do you have it?
I don't think so. I had a scare. I stepped on a rusty nail and bled out a little bit, but I don't know. I think I'm all right. I'll let you know in a few months if I don't have a leg anymore or something. But
yeah, I always heard of tetanus, but I don't know. I don't even know what tetanus is. I know I've had my tetanus shot.
Yeah. So you're good.
Nothing to me.
Yeah, you're fine.
No.
What are you doing right now?
I'm driving to Palm Bear Lake for a customer. And anyway, I thought I was going to call Jake because I told my mom a few days. She said something about the kid. And I said, just call the kids. They'll be. And so anyway, I talked to her this morning. She was crying. I go, Mom, what's wrong? She said, I'm just happy.
Oh,
I
wow.
got to talk to Kate. And there's just always so positive. So I'm just going to call Jake, tell him thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Great talking, Grandma.
And then I told Jake, I sent him a text last night. Here's how shallow of a person I am. I'm embarrassed to admit how many times I watched the video of Nate Bargatze just saying my son, just saying his name. And I told Trish this morning, I go, I've got a problem. I go, all he did is say my son's name and showed a picture. And I go, I've watched it a lot.
Yeah. You're like, you've arrived now.
It just, I just thought that is so cool. So yeah, I don't know what that means for Jake, but I thought it was cool. So
that is amazing. I didn't realize he said his name. That's fun. That's awesome. Wow.
So, well, I'm sorry to call you during the podcast. I will just, Jake, you can call me when.
Yeah, I'll call you this afternoon.
Yeah, just whenever you're traveling. So,
okay.
No big deal. So, you guys have a great day, and thank you for the podcast. And I'll talk to you guys later.
You bet, brother. Good to hear from you, man.
All right. Yeah, talk to you later.
See you, Brad.
All right, see you,
Bye-bye.
man. Yep. Oh, Daddy Bo. That's fun. Wait, so Nate Bargatze said your name?
I still haven't listened to the episode. I don't know if what got posted to Instagram was actually on the episode, but either way, yeah, like he was talking about it yesterday. It's kind of crazy.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I didn't really anticipate yesterday being like I went to bed Tuesday night,
Yeah.
not thinking anything of it. Like I've known we've been signing with Nate for forever.
Yeah.
And then woke up, all these texts. Dude, I'm having to find out via the podcast. I don't get a text message. People are like excited and mad. And, they're all excited,
Sure,
but it's just
yeah.
like, well, this is really cool.
Can we
Maybe
invest?
I need to
Yeah.
appreciate this more.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'll ever even meet Nate. We just signed onto his network. I don't even.
He's gonna open for you someday, dude.
Now that I've stopped and now that he's doing multiple arenas in one city.
Right.
Yeah, it'll flip.
Don't worry. It'll get there.
It'll flip. Sorry. What were you talking about though?
I don't remember. Oh,
Beavers.
tetanus stuff. Yeah.
Tetanus.
Yeah. I don't know. That was it.
My bad.
What were we talking about? I think we're talking about something for you. Doesn't matter.
Epidermis.
Anyway, so yeah, fever was good though. Everything.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That's probably been the thing that's consuming your life right now.
Yeah. Because it's starting to hit mailboxes. We're starting to get reviews in. And it's just like, it's fun. Like, it's just buzzing right now. And
yeah.
You know, I got a text last night from a guy. They went to BDA in Lenexa. No leagues.
Yeah.
That place. And a buddy texted me. He said, dude, this is crazy. 6 different people here have a fever. I was like, well, that's not just like they have a Friday. Like, they have a fever.
How? They've already ordered them?
They ordered them on like, Thursday or Friday. They've already hit.
They've already got them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Shipping's crazy. So, yeah, there was a woman, and I was at Meadowbrook last night, and there was a woman there with a fever. The guy I played with, I don't know that well, he was like, oh, yeah, I bought one Thursday.
Nice.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah.
So, it's cool. It's people are responding well to it. So, take that, tariffs.
Yeah, nice try, tariffs.
No problem. So, yeah, good stuff. And, yeah, it was fun. My grandma called me at probably 9:30 a couple nights ago. I was like, oh gosh, I'm like nervous to answer.
Sure, yeah.
She can't, something happened. She can't get a hold of my dad, but just called to talk.
Yeah.
It was great. And so we just talked for probably 30 minutes. It was really fun. My dad has convinced her to go on a cruise
Okay.
later this summer.
Heck yeah.
And so it's great. I mean, she didn't have a passport. She doesn't have a bathing suit, but she's getting it all taken care of. I think she finally got the passport figured out, and then she kind of got on a roll. She's like, I'm going to go ahead and get a real ID too. My dad's like, oh, you don't actually need one of those. She's like, well, I might fly somewhere. He's like, whoa, look at you go.
All right.
83-year-old. She's like, I don't know, I might go somewhere.
Once you pull the Band-Aid off, it's like, let's just keep going.
Yeah, she's like, got all the stuff taken care of. I was like, can you go take Rachel to get her last name changed? Now that you're like on a roll with this, now you're in a rhythm, like, can you go take my wife? So yeah, I'm pumped for her. She's like, I think she's a little anxious. She hasn't traveled anywhere in 30 years, and now she's going to go on this cruise. I think it's hard for her to even wrap her head around what a cruise is, which is fair. But
so is it going to be, are you guys going to go? Or is it just your parents and her? Or
I think
or just a singles cruise,
just grandma's going by herself and my dad. No, I forget when it is. I want to say it's actually not this summer, and it was like right before Thanksgiving, which is like kind of a crazy like Black Friday time. So maybe not. I think they're going to invite the Coops on it, like Rachel's parents, see if they can go. So
cool.
It'll be fun. But yeah, good to talk to grandma.
That's great. Yeah, that's sweet that she, just happy to talk to you.
Yeah. Time, what's new in your world?
Talked to my grandma too.
Come on.
I was in Illinois this weekend for my cousin's wedding. Fun to be with the whole family. That was great.
How was the wedding?
It was nice.
You
it was
cry?
lovely. No.
Have you ever?
I don't think at a wedding.
No.
I feel like I haven't been to enough. I feel like once it's like my siblings or something like that, then I'll probably cry.
I think you said you got a lot more emotional once you had a daughter at weddings.
That helped. Yeah, I also cried at both my sister's weddings though. So, but yeah, did you ever cry at a wedding before your own?
No, I don't think so. There's sometimes I feel like, a good father the bride speech will choke you up a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't think just bride walking down the aisle alone.
Really?
No, because I don't look at other women. Looking up at the sky.
Look at I love when people think they're so original. Like everyone's looking at the bride, everyone's looking at the bride. I don't do that. I look at the groom.
People love saying that.
Yeah, everyone does, dog.
People love saying that.
I don't even look at that girl, man. I'm looking at that guy the whole time.
Yeah, it's like mean spirited all of a sudden. Yeah.
It's like
I slap her on the butt as she goes by.
Everyone's going back and forth. Like, you got to see the groom's reaction. 100%, dude. Yeah, but everyone thinks like, I cracked the code for the most enjoyable wedding experience.
I'll just look at the groom.
You guys all, yeah. It's like the people that like say like they look at the lineman, they don't look at the ball, at the quarterback.
You can tell where the run's going. I just look at the guard.
Yeah.
You look at the pulling guard and you usually know.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone else is like, oh, wide receivers, running backs. No, not me. Left tackle all day.
My favorite thing to watch about basketball? Steph Curry when he doesn't have the ball.
Right.
The off-ball movement, they don't make them like they used to. That's what I love watching. That and the groom. That's what I watch.
That's what I watch.
I cry looking at both.
Let them watch. So
anyway, so you didn't cry.
Nope, didn't cry. Great wedding though. It was fun. And also just like, I love going to Gridley, Illinois, because there's an excuse. Those pickleball courts where you can just turn the lights on all night and just
that's
play
crazy.
as late as you want.
all night.
It was great.
Small town things like that are so great.
Yeah. And it's not like they're made necessarily for that. It's just pretty easy to find the breaker up at the nearby electrical box to flip them back on. and no one complained. So
That's great.
yeah,
We did
it was a
that.
lot of fun.
In high school. I don't even know why this is a prank, but we did it as a prank. We like go turn the baseball lights on at midnight.
Ooh.
Dude.
And then what?
I don't know. I can't remember. I think like run off.
Yeah.
And then like in the morning, they probably shut them off. I think they're like, who cares? I don't even know what the rest of the
It
prank
was
was.
so visible.
Dude, we made it so bright for like those 3 houses. That sucks for them. It's a good prank.
Nailed it. That's funny.
Yeah, that was great though. It was fun.
Good.
Gridley.
Gridley.
Greatly.
I haven't
you-
watched the video. Lydia's.
Oh yeah,
Haven't watched it yet.
It's fine.
But I saw people commenting on it.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
It's a fun
know.
one.
And I don't want to know what happened. It sounds like there's a surprise twist at the end. I
There is.
read one comment. Like,
Yeah.
Those imp videos, they know how to put the twist at the end. I'm like, should we watch it live?
Put the Im Night Shyamalan.
Imp Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, let's watch it right now.
Okay. How should we do that the best way? Should we both pull it up at the same time?
Timon texts it to us, and we both press play at the same time, and it appears on I Love the Nong at the same time.
Great.
Okay. Is somebody connected to Bluetooth? You?
I
So
can
we just-
connect if we want. You guys, stall.
Okay.
Or do we just?
So it goes epidermis,
Did we ever figure that out? Let's just figure that out. Layers of skin.
layers of skin. Okay, superdermis is not that far off. Hypodermis. It was close. In the middle, you got dermis. Sometimes things are named this way. Like, what are the 3 parts of like the human mind? It's like id, ego, and superego. We couldn't have 3 unique words. The rocks did it. Can't do it with dermis.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the exact same thing.
Epidermis, dermis, subcutis muscles is what I'm reading.
I remember one of my first DMs to Rachel, I called her a little subcutis.
What up, little subcutis?
Yeah, you're like the
Trying
inner
to holler
layer
at
of
me,
skin.
girl?
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
Subcutis.
All right, let me get you guys this link. A little bit of context based on what I remember was Lydia just had all these things. So this is her when she was 3, but she had like just dreams of when she turned 4. Like all these things that she would do when she was 4. When I'm 4, I'll swim without a puddle jumper, like in the pool. When I'm 4, I'll be able to like climb a tree by myself. And all this
That's
stuff.
Rosie right now. She's really excited about chewing gum.
Yeah.
How old is Lydia now?
Lydia, I think she's 8.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong.
So where's
I think
she in the
she's 8,
lineup?
though.
She's number
She's
6?
second to last.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we pressing, to be fair, are we pressing the play button or are we pressing the link to open up in YouTube?
We're going to press the link.
Okay.
Yeah,
Open
get
up
the
in
link pulled
YouTube.
up.
Oh,
and then
already
I'll-
pulled up. Yeah,
Oh.
good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
so
Good call.
Then we
Yep.
can all start roughly at the same time.
All right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
she just had all
spacebar.
these things she would say. It's great.
Brad's
All
going
right.
to hit spacebar.
Whoa, look at Timon's cool socks.
Yep. Yeah.
So sick. All right, spacebar. 3, 2, 1, now.
Dun, 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 dun,
and I am actually Lydia, and I'm 4, and I know that because my heart is full of gratitude, and because I know how to dance, and I know how to read, and I know how to read books to children, and I know how to swim without my glasses on. So, I'll show you how I can dance.
This is great. Whoa.
Because I will never always
What are you just watching?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, I just watched it again. I love the cut to your mom holding her. And I love that it was subtitles. Did you do that?
I think, yeah, it was like my mom wanted to put it on Facebook or something. She was like, you can't really understand. So I like edited the words in. But yeah, that's just
And
like
I can
we had
dance.
kind of all forgotten about that video. And then like 2 months ago, we all were like going through home videos as a family. And my dad was crying laughing watching it.
Oh
It was
man.
so funny.
She ate it so
Oh, yeah.
hard. Hey, but watch this back. Timon immediately
Yep.
goes to her attention.
Caretaker.
Yeah.
caretaker.
Oh, yeah. Whereas who's the other? Is that Jesse?
Jonas is beside. Wait,
That's Jonas.
is that
Next to-
Jesse?
No, it's not
No.
Jesse. It doesn't look like Jesse.
No, I think it's Jonas. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of laughing. Like that's Hattie versus Bo with Rosie right there, I think.
Yeah.
So if she was 3 and now she's 8-ish,
Maybe.
Ish. Probably.
you would have been what? 6? I was kidding.
Yeah. 2020. I mean, I would have been. I can't do math.
13.
Yeah, 13ish.
Man, I was ready for somebody else to do it for me too. I was like, I don't want to figure that out. That's a good lesson for you guys. If you ever, when you have kids, you say like they'll be like, how old is he? And you just say their birthday.
Well,
he was born in March. That's what I say to everybody. I'm like, you figure it out if you want to. 7 weeks, I don't know, something like that. He was born March 21st. You know.
Dude, how crazy is it that you have kids born in like 2021? You know, it just seems so
2017,
advanced.
Yeah, Hattie was 2017.
It's like so late into the realm of time.
It is kind of getting that way, isn't it? Like,
Everyone I knew used to be born in the 90s, and now they're not.
yeah. Oh, I see. I thought you meant the other way around. Like 2017 seems like so long ago.
No, it's just crazy to think like you write down her birthday. Like,
Yeah.
March 2017
Yeah, like NBA players right now are born
in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Chatty's back. This
Hey,
time we're talking about Cozy Earth, and we've got new hooks, new intros. This time they label them. So this one's called Comically Honest. Cozy Earth makes sheets so soft, I now sleep through my alarms, phone calls, and most of my responsibilities.
Hey, come on, Jake. That's kind of embarrassing to say.
I know. It's a podcast ad read. Why would you?
I'm just being comically honest.
This one's titled Fake Brag. I used to think success meant owning a Tesla. Then I got Cozy Earth sheets. Now I measure success in thread count.
Dang, dude. Does that feel like a little bit targeted too?
That one's bad. All right. We'll find one, though. That's the chatty way.
Yep.
Relationship humor. Uh-oh, buckle in. Buckle in. Cozy Earth is the reason my wife stopped being mad at me.
That's it?
No,
Okay.
but it would be funny if that was it. Turns out all she needed was bamboo sheet. How does it know bamboo? Quick Google search.
How does it do that?
Viscose from bamboo, technically. Sheets for me to shut up about crypto. I don't like that they threw that in there. They're throwing Tesla bro at me, crypto bro. What did I do to deserve this?
Chatty's learned about you.
I don't even know how.
It knows, man.
All right, last one. Sleeping on Cozy Earth sheets feels like being spooned by a cloud that went to therapy.
Wow.
Good try.
Hey, I'll say this. I'm
could be-
visualizing it.
Could be worse.
I'm visualizing it.
Could be worse.
Yeah. A cloud that went to therapy. Why they got to throw that in there? Oh, again, dude, they know you. Therapy, bro. Rachel, bro.
Your wife, dude.
In there, dog.
Well, I think you've heard enough. Cozy Earth, whether you're spooning or buying crypto, you're going to want to do it inside of some Cozy Earth bed sheets.
Dude, genuinely, the bed sheets are just the best. They're truly the best. And you just don't have bad nights of sleep anymore. Like, it's just like, this is just a good night. We're just always happy in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
My wife's not mad at me.
yeah.
Cozy Earth sheets. Ain't anything. I mean, they got fuzzy socks. They got towels.
Those throw blankets.
Joggers, heavy, like weighted blankets.
Yes.
We use that every single night. Truly every single night. We use that in the bed sheets. So can't say enough good things about Cozy Earth. You get 40% off and maybe more. It's Memorial Day. Maybe they're doing something crazy.
Memorial Day.
So yeah, you save even more this week. CozyEarth.com/Ghostrunners, promo code GRKC. Check it out below. Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. Also, do you think we're going to start like having tough ways of, how do I say this? Like back in the day, it was like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. And now it's like, we're just kind of lumping all of the 2000s in together, more or less.
See, I feel like I was worried about this a while ago, and more recently I've been like, I think we're finding our groove a little bit with music. I've seen people be like, 2000s music, they're calling like 2000 to 2009.
Really? And then they're going 2010s?
And then like the tens, yeah. Which
just
tens
feels-
isn't great. Teens would be a little better, maybe. But what do you do about 11 and 12?
Yeah, it feels like there's not enough of a delineation and personality between the thousands and the tens and the 20s so far. You know what I mean? Like 70s versus 80s.
Oh
Like,
my gosh. Disco versus big hair.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus 90s versus 2000s.
You're talking like culturally.
I think so. Like, it's like, is there going to be a eventual, like a radio station that plays 2000s music only? And somebody's going to be like, that's 2011. Be like, oh yeah, my bad. I didn't know. It's like all the same to me.
I don't know what the radio DJs will be doing.
I don't either. I'm kind of worried.
What do you think the delineation is like culturally? Maybe like 2000s is like internet, but 2010s is like social media.
Right. Like, yeah, something with like, smartphones or something like that is more later on.
That's true. 2000s would be like the computer, but then 2010s is like the mobile computer, like the
The
smartphone.
iPads and the smartphones.
Yeah. Who's he what?
The Zunes.
MP10s.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Just thought about I'm just worried about our, worried about our generations. So
I know you read the book. You read the
the
book.
one book.
You read the book. What's it called?
Anxious Generation.
Anxious Generation.
So good, dude. So good.
I was gonna read it, but I was on my phone.
They have audio version of it, or
I've been reading Nate Bargatze's book, and I'm realizing I should have done the audiobook because I heard he does it.
Yeah.
But now they already paid $22 for the hardback. I'm like, kind of invested.
Yeah, it's tough.
I guess I'll just finish this. But because I find myself trying to read it in his voice. If only there was a way. Just hear it straight from him.
There's an app called Libby. You're
yeah.
not going to do this, but you could do this. You could get it on there.
Well, it's like if I want it next year.
True. You never know. If it gets popular enough, though, then
They
get
supply more
they
of
get
the
more
fake
copies.
inventory.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works.
It's like, you can do this.
We're out of stock. What? It's like 4 kilobytes. What do you mean you're out of stock?
Burn another CD of it.
Burn me another ROM.
Time you ever burned a CD?
I think maybe. What's the difference? I know the word like rip a little bit better. What's rip versus burn? Are those related at all?
Rip is like a techie way of saying it. Burn is like just a cool
A
person.
common man, a common 90s man's way of saying
I think
it.
I've like burned like from a CD to like a library or something like back in the day. I don't know.
Oh, you downloaded the CD
I don't
to the iTunes.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
To
you
put on
did.
your
To, like,
to like Windows
iPad.
Media Player on like the
Okay.
computer or something.
Classic.
So the most common form of like burning a CD would be going from computer to you bought like a set of like blank CDs.
Right. I don't think I've ever done that.
Gotcha.
I
It
think
was
That
a
was
rush.
special. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was something else.
Dude, it was a rush. And then you had those people, certain friends, or like my aunt, like her CD burner was so fast. Like you could burn a CD in 5 minutes on that thing.
Oh yeah, ours was like probably an hour and a half.
Ours was not the highest tech one. And so it was like,
Yeah. You go
going.
outside, play on the trampoline, come back, burn CD.
every once in a while, I corrupted it. I don't know how.
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah, just like track 7. It's just like
It's like, what happened?
I didn't scratch it. I'm like the most careful. I never even wrote on the good side of it. So like I'm not taking any chances.
Is that true?
That's why I've always been like so just like careful.
You are.
About you name it, I'm careful about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
let's not risk it, guys. Seatbelts on. We're going to Brad's house. But yeah, I never wrote on a single CD. I just had to memorize it. All right,
What?
yellow case.
Okay, different colors.
Yellow case is, I would
Yeah.
distinguish them, but yeah, I never wrote on them.
Oh man.
Which sometimes like, a friend would give you a CD and the whole thing is Sharpie.
You're like,
And it's
freaking
bubble
out.
letters too.
Yeah.
T-Pain, buy you a drink.
Girls loved to write on it. Like, and you could get those things where you could like print on something and then take that and like stick it on there.
That's right. You could like screen print your
Yeah.
CD basically.
Yeah.
For like, I think they gave us something like that for high school graduation.
Oh,
They
really?
gave us like
It was like your present.
maybe just like a video of graduation. I mean, I can't think of a more pointless gift, but I think it had like a photo on there.
Okay.
SHS 2010.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Burning CDs was fun. I mean, my whole childhood, right from 10 to 18, I was still burning CDs. Like I know the playlist that we ran out to like our high school, like varsity basketball warm-ups, like I burned that CD. I just like made the playlist myself. Everyone else was like, good with me.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah. Just pass them a blank CD and play this.
Burning
Seems
CDs
so
are
just
great.
like, I don't know, rudimentary.
I think up till like a year ago, my church, like to have like records of the sermons, like used CDs
Really?
up until like very recently. And like now it's like digital or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like
That's
for quite some time we had.
Wow.
And there's like a thing in some like back room at church that has like a bunch of cassettes, I think, that was like before that. And then
They must have invested a lot in the technology for the burn CDs because it's like you could do a pretty easy Facebook Live, save that bad boy to your
Yeah.
Facebook kind of thing.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
did you ever do the? Sorry, go ahead.
It's kind of in the same realm, but Glide was telling us he works at Tesla. He said very often potential customers will come in and say, does it have CarPlay? He's like, no, but it has like Bluetooth and a Spotify interface. And like, nah, no CarPlay. He's like, but it's Bluetooth. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's Apple in your car.
It is
like,
funny.
I want CarPlay.
I do like CarPlay.
I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
no.
I'm not, it wouldn't
It's
be
kind of like Android versus. It's like the green bubbles, blue bubbles. It's like it's the same thing. It's like it's not the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And is
Yeah,
it the
like,
navigation that you
if I'm
like?
interested in a Tesla and like going to look at one, I'm probably like not going to be concerned about CarPlay. But like, CarPlay was like when I was looking for my car, I was like, it'd be really nice. I think I was like close to getting this red Subaru like car looking like more of a car, but then I was like, well, like he has CarPlay though.
And is that because like of what feature of CarPlay are you like?
I'm not even
It's
sure.
kind of
I just-
intangible. Yeah. It's like the blue. It's like the blue versus green. Bubbles.
It's just like how Apple has this in like it's a pointless chokehold, but it's like, well, Apple CarPlay.
Because I feel like it's like unless you're plugged in, like it's super like slow and there's a delay and it's like worse than Bluetooth. I feel like.
Yeah. See, I like plugging in. That's part of it for me. Is
I'm plugged in too.
Yeah. I don't know how does text work on yours?
It will it'll still pop up and say who texted me, and I
Yeah.
can like press to have it read to me.
It just reads it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same idea.
Yeah, it's the same as CarPlay.
Yeah, it like does the same thing, just
Yeah.
a different like user interface.
Yeah, I know for a long time, like Toyota and Lexus didn't have CarPlay.
They were
And, like,
anti.
Yeah, and it was like a bad thing for them.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, what were you gonna say earlier?
I was just gonna say, like, I was thinking of burning CDs, and then I remember back in the day before CDs, I had a tape, and I would literally like listen to the radio, and like when the song was about to come on, I would record
it.
Yeah.
100%. I had. Oh, I wish I could find it. That would be so cool. But I had an orange MP3 player that you could record onto,
Oh wow.
and so you just do it. Also, I would listen to the radio, and then that's when you would record the song, and then you just have to memorize. You couldn't like type out the name of the songs. I have to like, all right, track 13 is "My Life Be Like" by Grits, and track 15 is "Meant to Live" by Switchfoot. But there'd be something you record, and it like you didn't like that song anymore, so then I delete 14 or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So it would go straight from like 13 to 15.
You would have to like manually go down and like
Okay.
down,
Yeah.
down, play.
There
My
it
life
is.
be like, ooh. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, the little things, man. When you're a kid,
And sometimes you didn't even know the name of it. It was like, I love track 6.
totally.
There's no Shazam. There's no way.
Totally.
Like, I only have the recording of the song. He never said the name of it. I have no idea what the song is called, and I absolutely love it.
This is gonna make us sound so old, but that was even like before Google, so it wasn't even like we could Google
There's
the lyrics.
no way to know. You just have to ask around. Hey, I think it's Grits. What is this?
Like I remember loving the song at the beginning of Dumb and Dumber. Boom, shakalaka, boom, sha, wait on body. But like back in the day, like there wasn't a Dumb and Dumber soundtrack that I could find to buy, and like so you tried to download it illegally on the internet, but I couldn't. I mean, what do you search? Wait on body. You know, like
Boom, shakalaka.
yeah.
It's such a funny song.
Yeah, it's an amazing song. I don't think it's called Boom Shakalaka. I think it's called something like random too. And so it's like, for the longest time, I couldn't find it.
Dude, the entire Dumb and Dumber soundtrack is such a core memory. Like, most of those songs, I've never heard anywhere else. They're only in Dumb and Dumber. But every
Yeah.
now and then you'll catch them at like a McAllister's Deli. Mary Moo. You're like, that's a Dumb and Dumber song. What the heck?
Yes, dude. It's so random. Maybe it's called Boom Shack a Lack.
It's good.
Yeah, dude. It's so good. So funny.
Anyway, because we wrap this puppy up.
Let's wrap it up, baby.
All
Oh
right.
my gosh.
What now?
I was supposed to prepare a jingle for this week. Okay. Dang it.
What were you supposed to prepare?
Timon, by chance, do you know? Oh man, I feel bad. Let me see.
I'm worried.
Do you happen to have are you a fan of this TV show Monk? Nope. Dang it.
No way.
What is that show?
No, I could see Timon like 10% chance of him knowing Monk. I feel like it's kind of an innocent like show. Like, yeah, we watched Monk as a family. Dang it, dude. Okay, let me just come clean. Oh, she's gonna be so sad that I might have to like figure it out for Wednesday or something. Lindsay Saria, who is cousins with Maddie Dieterle,
Yes.
wrote a jingle for Maddie's birthday that I was supposed to sing last week on the podcast.
Okay.
Completely forgot.
Okay. But hey, there's always next week.
We sang Maddie's jingle last week.
Which was a great jingle.
Great
That's
jingle.
better than any birthday song.
And I realized after we recorded, like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that. Message Lindsay like, hey, before you hear Monday's episode, I just wanted to get out in front of this. We forgot about the
But
jingle.
it's being taken care of.
But don't worry, I'll learn this super obscure Randy Newman song that's also a Monk theme song for Monday. And here it comes. Totally forgot until right now. So Timon, if you want to take it real quick.
Hey, it's Randy Newman.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Randy Newman's the best.
I mean, I've seen Toy Story.
Yeah,
that count?
honestly, it
That's
sounds
gotta
like
count for
Timon's the
something.
most qualified here to do this, probably.
Okay, actually, let's do it to the You Got a Friend in Me song.
Oh, there you go.
Let's just use the lyrics.
Now, here's something. Do we want to do our reviews of the week, like every week, before we do the jingle?
Totally we do, but I just
Okay.
I knew that was coming and I just realized then, oh crap.
Okay, I like the tune of You Got a Friend in Me to the Monk theme song written for Maddie's birthday.
Yes.
All right, my review is from Bryson W. I just finished listening to all the old episodes and can now say I'm all caught up. This is definitely one of my favorite things to listen to. Thanks for everything and keep it up. I like Bryson. That was all periods, all business, kind of the Ernest Hemingway of reviews right there. I like listening to this. Keep it up.
Yeah, Bryson's either a CPA or
Modern lumberjack.
65 years old. Yeah. All right, mine will come from Kidder20. No, sorry. Emily L28. Let's just go ahead and get it out of there. Dead rat, ... 5 stars. I'm pretty sure the review from Devin Nelson about the dead rat in the dryer vent has been read at least 5 times now.
Is that the one we read last week?
Yeah, or I don't know.
I remember doing it recently, but I mean, we definitely haven't done it 5 times.
Love the pod. Look forward to my Mondays and Wednesdays every week. Do I win a prize for noticing the repeat of the review? It's so funny how somebody, like people were like, guys, I swear they've done this one before.
I look at the groom during the wedding.
After the 5th one, it's like, does anybody else notice this thing?
And everyone wants a prize.
Yes. Yeah. They asked, but for real, is there a reason for the repeat? Thanks for the laugh. Keep the good work. I mean, we
can't
accidentally
tell them the reason, right? Not without a prize.
we should give her a prize. Come to Go See Getaway. If you're Emily's a good guy.
The reason will be in the treasure room.
Ooh. Okay.
There you go. Dangle the carrot.
That's right.
Dangle the carrot.
All right. Oh, I guess you don't have the lyrics to this, do you, Timon?
I do not.
Copy. Do you guys, when you copy, I command C twice. I command CC, just in case I missed the first one.
I don't think I do that.
I don't. Turns out I'm not that careful.
Command V.
We've talked about this before, but you do have to press caps lock twice or hit it with a ball peen hammer. Remember we talked about that? Like how you quickly press caps lock and it doesn't work because it thinks that you did it on mistake.
Holy cow. I don't remember talking about that, but I remember ball peen hammer.
What do you mean you remember ball peen hammer?
I remember you said ball peen one time and I was like, what did you just say? You're like, ball peen. I was like, I've never heard that.
Is that not the name of it?
No, it is. We looked it up. And we even did like a pronunciation. They were like, ball peen.
I remember that. I remember a robot saying ball peen over and over.
Ball peen. I just never heard of it before.
Ball peen. Yeah, caps lock is annoying.
All right.
I didn't make the mistake.
Brad, I'm very okay with you taking this.
Okay, I'll do
because
it. I'll do it.
If we're both trying to figure out like improvised syllables, I don't know how that'll go to a song that doesn't actually go together.
How do I get, give me a little Randy Newman-esque voice.
You got a friend in me.
You got a friend.
That was great.
Yeah, that was better. Dang it. All right, I'll try it.
Yeah, you can't set them up like that.
Maddie, I've been practicing this for you for a while.
Wow.
Not bad.
Turns
at
out when
that.
you can make coffee into 18 syllables, it's pretty easy.
Flows pretty perfect.
Oh my. I hope that's I was like, there's not that many lyrics for this. I think the other song is like
funny.
a minute long. So I was like, all right.
That was great. Well, that was an episode. Oh, I was supposed to say this earlier. Well, hey, better late than never. If people want to come out, volleyball championship this, I guess, tomorrow night, this Tuesday. Hy-Vee Arena.
Come on.
We're playing in that. Well, I guess we got to win a game.
Sure.
Then playing the championship. So kind of new crew. No Isaac there, but me and Rachel will be there. A fun crew of other people.
Fun.
You know, if you're in the mood to watch some volleyball, I always like inviting you guys. So
How's your game?
dialed in.
Yeah.
Every now, what typically happens is, we're playing some art institute team. And then so like by the third game of just beating them, I'm like, all right, why don't I just set, or like let's.
Yeah.
And the last game we played, I had like a running jump set to Rachel. And somehow, truly the heavens opened up and I just had a perfect set with no spin on it. I was like, that's what you did your whole life?
Yeah.
That you got paid to go to college for that?
That's pretty easy.
It's just I just threw you the ball.
Yeah. You basically just catch it and throw it again.
It took you how long to get good at that? And then the next 7 were awful.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, I'll always have that one.
Yes.
So yeah, Tuesday, I think it starts at like 6:30. That's Central Time, Hy-Vee Arena,
CST.
Upper Deck.
Okay. Love it, dude.
If you want to come.
Awesome. We'll see you guys Wednesday. We love you guys. Thanks for always listening. It's so fun. Boom, shakalaka. Ghostrunners podcast.